Hi, I'm Josh Ozersky on eHow.com. I want to make a pork chop. Now, I like the little thin pork chops, but sometimes even I want to have the big, heavy, center cut loin pork chop. And whenever I do that, because it doesn't have as much fat as I generally like, I take it and I brine it. These big pork chops here are emerging from a solution of 2 parts salt to 1 part sugar. So I am going to saute it in some very hot oil which I am going to flavor with a little bit of garlic. I'm putting more oil still on the pork chops themselves, including the edges. Why? Because I want to have lots of salt and pepper, salt being the most important thing in meat cookery. A little bit of pepper. Maybe I'll put a little bit of pepperoncini here in this oil, make the oil a little hot. And then I'm going to put in the pork chop. Now you'll note I have 3 pork chops, 1 pan. Steam goes onto meats, it makes them wet, and wet things don't brown. Therefore, there has to be lots of space for the steam to escape. And now I'm letting the oil do its job. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let this go like, let's say 5 to 7 minutes. And I'm going to let the bottom get real crusty, super brown, a beautiful mahogany from edge to edge. Doesn't matter if the inside is raw, because I'm going to flip it and I'm going to put it in an oven, and then it's going to cook evenly, and that's going to bring everything along. All right, now this oil is beginning to smoke, so I'm going to flip it to bring the cooled meat into contact and bring down the temperature. But just that brief period has basically given me the crust that I've been looking for here. Now, of course, the crust can't be complete without the side, the fat, getting directly on the heat itself. I'm not going to try to get the bottom of this super brown right now. I'm going to go and put it in the oven, and the pan is going to be hot, so this side is going to be down. Right now, while I'm actively working on this, that's when I'm going to try to get the side nice and crusty. The time has come to put it into the oven. I'm going to let it sit in there for about, I don't know, 6 or 7 minutes, given how thick those things were. Maybe not even that long. Then I'm going to take them out, let them rest for a couple of minutes, and we're going to see how they look and what they taste like. All right, I took my pork chop out of the oven, put it on the cutting board. Now I'm going to cut a pork chop up and put it on a plate. This is not complex cookery. Take a nice piece like this. Now look at that. That pork chop has got that slight pink color. Is that because it's undercooked? No, no more than a ham is undercooked. It has that pinkness because of its a hammy, cured quality. Let's take this piece of pork here, all right? Now this piece of pork would terrify many Americans. They would say, oh my God, it's undercooked. It's not undercooked. When you touch it like this, it feels firm. It's almost medium well, in fact. There's just some slight trace of color. And that slight trace of color, most of which is due to the curing, is in fact the guarantor of so much flavor. So I am going to put this like this here. I'm going to dress this with a little good olive oil, a little salt. Just remember, there's no salt on the inside. A little pepperoncino, a little heat, a little color. Bada bing, bada boom. And that is how you make a pork chop. I'm Josh Ozersky. Thanks for watching, and check back again on eHow.com.